Thank you for your invitation. So first of all, I'm to say I am very grateful on this mindfulness station for your invitation. So in the question of in the answer, I have to say that what is the loving kindness. So as Binirabal announced, the loving kindness is known in Buddhism as metta. But the synonym of this word metta, we can say that adosa. Another word, we can say that ahimsa. This is automatical Pali word in the Tripitaka we can find, right? So
Yes.
what that mean? Adosa is mean non-anger. Ahimsa mean non-violence. So this is, I think, very clear. Loving kindness is this word means this one refer to non-violence and non-anger. This is the metta. But according to the Atta Salini commentary, we can find the 4 components of the loving kindness or metta. So the number 1, first of all, we can see that the helpful attitude of behavior, this is a part of the loving kindness metta. So here we have to understand how this helpful attitude of behavior can be the loving kindness of metta. This is the key point to understand, right? Mm-hmm. So we have to understand that when our attitude will be very polite, very gentleman, this is mean we are helping other. You see, in the Metta Sutra, we find that according to Metta Sutta, we can say that a person, some person is going to practice the loving kindness meditation, he or she must cultivate, before starting he or her practice, the practice in the meditation, they have to cultivate 14 elements. So when we divide these 14 elements, so we can find 3 the parts. Mm-hmm. So that are, behavioral development, then, verbal development, and mental development.
Yes.
So in that, we also can find that in the behavioral development, we can find the word mudu. What that mean mudu? Mudu mean we have to be more gentleman. Yeah. And then santindriya, this is mean we have to be more polite. So our politeness, our the gentleness can help other. Our generation, our environment, they can take example seeing you. So then in the verbal development, we also find the word suwasa. Suwasa, that word means we have to say sweet words. We have to say if your speech, someone they have to feel like comfortable. Yeah, this is very important.
So you mentioned about the metta is adosa in the Pali and ahimsa, and also we have to forget the 3 kinds of kindness.
Sure. Give me just 1 or 2 minutes. Let me finish this one. So I think this will be more clear.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So then we can see that in the mental development, what is the mental development? What the mental development? We also find the word uzu. It means we have to be more honest. The honesty very important for love. Honesty is a part of love and kindness. Then we can see that what you see that nipako. Nipako, that mean this is automatically Buddha's word, right? The nipako is mean we have to open-minded. We have to be more wiser. We have to be measured like this. So that is why, by this way, as I explained it, the behavioral, the helpful, when help, we have the helpful attitude, helpful behavior. This is a part of loving kindness. Then the second one, I want to say very quickly. I think that our time is the limited time. So then the second one, we can see that helpful action. This means by our action, we have to help people. By some materiality, we can help people. By doing something, we can help people. This is also one type of the loving kindness. This is also one of the components of the loving kindness. And number three, let's see. The number three also means animosity or hostility, non-hostility. This means not to take any revenge. They not to take any revenge. This means they taking revenge. We cannot solve any conflict, any problem. That is why the Buddha also, in the Dhammapada, he said the nahi verina verani. That means by anger we never can solve. But one thing, the anger we can solve by our loving kindness. So that is why the non-animosity or hostility, this is also a part of the loving kindness in Buddhism, right? So I will explain. I think this is not only for the Buddhism. The Buddha, he delivered this Dharma. This is the natural law. This is the universal law. The universal law, the natural law, this is not for only one. Only one type of the people is not real. The universal, the law, this is for one and all. Christian people, Muslim people, Hindu people, Buddhist people, Jew people, everyone can practice. Why? The Buddha, he delivered, but this is the universal law. Everyone can use, So I think that my speech will be long. Then the last one, the last one, they mean the positive emotion. Just only 1 minute. So the last one is the positive emotion, positive side of you. The positive emotion in the modern psychology also we can find very frequently. The positive emotion, very important. So the Buddha also this word, the positive emotion. This is called in Pali language manapa bhava dasana, right? This word of the synonym also we can say that the yoniso manasikara. The yoniso manasikara, in the Kathawetu, the Abhidhamma Pitaka, Kathawetu, Vibhanga, we can find frequently, you see, the yoniso manasikara, manasikara. This is mean positive emotion. When we, going to cultivate our loving kindness, when we're going to cultivate our loving kindness, we have to also, in the same time also, we have to cultivate the patience, tolerance, this is forgiveness. This is very important. So to cultivate the tolerance, like the forgiveness, we need the positive emotion. So the positive emotion also one types of the one part of the loving kindness in Buddhism. So I think you want to say something. That is why, Then later.
Because sorry. Thank you. You mentioned about what you mentioned about this is very wonderful and completely based on the Pali literature and also the geometry. Everything's. Thank you. Benedict, I would like you to answer the question like what are the benefits of the loving kindness and why it is so important for humans.
Thank you once again. So what is the benefit of the loving kindness? So I think I have already mentioned the stopping some the conflict. This is the benefit. of the love and kindness. Why? We have to understand that the compassion, and this the love and kindness. The compassion, this is like to alleviate other people's suffering or some being suffering, right? The loving kindness, this is in the Pali we also can see that metta bhava metta. This means friendship, making friendship. So like when you go to some places, at that time the people are stranger, right? So when you can make friendship, the people will love you. So you will have very good relation. So this is the in the fundamentally we can see like that. But in the traditionally we see the one of the Anguttara Nikaya. Anguttara Nikaya, we also find the one of the sutta, Metta Sutta. So in that sutta also we can find that the 11 types of the benefits of the metta, the loving kindness. But when in summarize, we can say if we explain the detail, I think we have to give some lecture. Time is not enough, right? So in the summarize, we can say that a person cultivate metta meditation or loving kindness in their heart or their mind, they can get a good sleep. They can sleep very well. This is the first one. So actually, in the modern psychology, we can see that today modern day, many people they have the disease, insomnia disease, right? Insomnia disease, in the psychology, the treatment they describe in their diagnosis. They said that the person who are very angry person, and some people they have very depression, anxiety, Lord, you see. So these kinds of person they cannot sleep very well because heart is very hot. So when you have the loving kindness, you get the peace. So if you are peaceful, you can sleep very well. So I think this is why the first benefit is the good sleep. Then second benefit, we can see that the love reaction. As I explained it, if you have loving kindness, people will love you, deity will love you, divinity will love you like this, the love reaction. Then the deity's protection, number 3, we can see that deity's protection, the unseen beings, right? That kinds of beings also can protect you. This is the traditionally, I mean, this is the traditionally. But I think this is even this one is the traditionally description. I think this is the relevance, moral psychology, and this is the logical. And then number 4, we can see the free from the danger. Is mean you have the if you have a loving kindness, you can free from the danger of like the fire, then some water like this, right? The poison snake, you can free from like that. This is the traditional description. Then another thing we can say the innocent face or beautiful face. When you can cultivate loving kindness because you are very a lovely person. This is mean your heart is very pure, right? So psychologically we also can see that the one we have our heart is very honest, very pure. The physical body also become very beautiful, right? So this is called the innocent like this. And then last one, number 6, we can see the go to Arlawka. This is called the the heaven walls. Like this, this one a little bit because another like for the religious people. But logically, as I mentioned, the 5 thing is very relevant in the moral day, and you can compare with any other religion as well. This is the rare, this is the universal nature law, right? So this is the
of course.
Thank you.
So how to tell if a person is compassionate? What are the signs of the truly compassionate person? How can we know he is a really compassionate person? The question is. So please.
Yeah, this is a very good question. I think the compassion today is very famous. So His Holiness Dalai Lama also openly, talk about the compassion. So as I mentioned, the compassion. If we say the breakthrough, the compassion is the alleviation of other suffering. This is the compassion of the symbol. According to the Pali Vidaga, the commentary, the Buddha Gosas is the definition. He mentioned that when someone gets some suffering, at the time your heart want to help them, help him or her. So this is the compassion. So he mentioned that paradukke diso hadaya kampan and karoti di karuna. This means when you see they are suffering, at the time you cannot live. Oh, I can't wait it. I want to help them like this. This is the compassion. So the differences of between the loving kindness and the compassion. This is the making or to stop the conflict or violence. This is the loving kindness. But compassion is the alleviate other suffering. This is the compassion. Yeah, it is the right answer.
Yes. Thank you so much. Good answer. Because the compassion is, of course, now serious. We really necessity to need the compassionate and Pali Karuna, right? So that is a good answer. I am to say you are answering based on our typical. So then so we have a next section that is, do you have any suggestion how to cultivate and maintain loving kindness for the beginners and no professionals, just beginner. So how to practice and how to cultivate in the loving kindness meditation for beginner. So please share the knowledge.
Yeah, Bandi, thank you very much. So this is very important. So when we do some research, also we need the method to practice or to get the solution. The method is very important. So we discuss about the loving kindness meditation, but how to practice if we don't
really?
discuss this is not the competition, right? So for beginner, according to the traditional the Pali Pitaka, we can say that the loving kindness, first of all, we have to start ourselves. Traditionally, this is may I be free from danger, may I be free from the physical suffering, may I be free from the mental suffering, may I be happy, may I be peaceful. First of all, we can consider ourselves, we can contemplate ourselves for ourselves. Then in the second step, we can move to the friend. Friend means the gender is important here. First of all, we have to choose the same gender. Like if you are female, you have to choose female. If you are male, you have to choose male. First of all, because if the different like the gender, sometimes some of the
cravings and passion,
attachment. This is called. So at the time, your love cannot be unconditional love. This will not be pure love. So this will not be true love. So to get true love and unconditional love, or loving kindness, we have to start, your spreading your, the loving kindness, contemplating your friend or your father or your brother like this. Then from that, when you can say that like my father, may you be free from danger. My father may be free from the mental suffering. My father may you be free from the mental suffering, the physical suffering. My father, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful. Like this, we can again and again we can contemplate, considering the clear the intending to your father like this. So we have to again and again we have to contemplate. Then when your loving kindness become a little bit like mature, So at the time you can move to like the stranger person. A stranger person is not a familiar person, right? You can move to them. Then you also like the same way you can send your spirit, your loving kindness to them. They intending to they are there for happiness, for they free from danger like this. Then we can move one by one. They until inami. So when we go to we are going to the send the metta loving kindness to our inami. At the time, the level of the power of our loving kindness have to be measured. Otherwise, if here we have this is the one of the criteria we can say like that. When you send your loving kindness, when you spread your loving kindness to like your inami, at the time, if you like feel uncomfortable, right?
Yeah,
Not
of
feel
course.
so
Because
this means your
mind is
loving,
not
yeah,
clear.
this means your loving kindness is not yet successful.
Yeah.
And so
So yeah,
yeah, by this
mm,
way we can the
I
same we
guess.
can share our loving kindness. But for my personal way, it's quite different. This is like when I was in the age of 20. At the time, I have the resolution. I decided in my mind in my age of 20. I decided like that. Oh, from today, I will not kill any living beings. Any living beings in my mind. I decided myself.
Yeah.
I had the resolution like this. So from that time, never ever I kill animal, even the mosquito bite me. I very gently they make it run away like this.
Yes. You are honor. You are honorary.
By the personal, this is the easy way. I think for the beginner, if you can do, you can start like this. This is my way. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, one day.
Your experience is very wonderful. Your honorary because it's not easy to practice the lavender, but now you share your knowledge and your experience. It's very useful for our audience and also the Facebook Live who are watching our stream. So that will be useful in the practice too easy for beginner.